Okay, get this. A 19-year marriage just dissolves. And
Oh.
it seems like it all blew up right after a single lyric got changed in a song.
It sounds wild, doesn't it? But that's what we're diving into.
Yeah, we're looking at how Keith Urban changing one line in the Fighter, a song he literally called a vow to Nicole Kidman, sparked this huge media firestorm.
And tangled up his 25-year-old band member, Maggie Baugh, right in the middle of it.
Exactly. And all this happens just days, literally days before the official divorce news breaks. It's like a case study in bad timing and, well, social media chaos.
Welcome to Starscope Report. We're here to give you the shortcut to being well-informed.
Yep. Join us as we break down the Hollywood drama, the music industry shakeups,
Yeah.
basically the stories behind the headlines.
And today, we are really dissecting this Keith Urban situation. It's a perfect storm of rumor, social media, timing, everything colliding.
We're going to unpack the specific things Urban and Baugh did, maybe without realizing it, that just fanned the flames.
And then, interestingly, look at how another country singer, Alexandra, stepped in with this pretty textbook PR defense when everyone else was silent.
Yeah, that was unexpected. We're going behind the headlines to show you the actual, operational changes the tour had to make to clean up this mess.
It's fascinating stuff. You'll see how the real damage control wasn't just statements, but actual actions.
Okay, so let's start with the catalyst. The song itself. The Fighter. 2016 hit, originally with Carrie Underwood.
Right. And the crucial bit, like you said, is how Urban framed it. He didn't just say it was inspired by Nicole Kidman. He called it a vow.
That really elevates it, doesn't it? Makes it personal, public, almost sacred territory in the eyes of fans.
Absolutely. Which is why changing that specific song during his High and Alive tour was just explosive.
He tweaked that key line when they're trying to get to you, baby, I'll be the fighter.
And swapped out baby, which obviously implies Nicole for Maggie, pointing right at Maggie Baugh, his utility player.
Some reports say it was, Maggie, I'll be your guitar player. Others, Maggie, I'll be your fighter. Either way.
Yeah, either way, you take a public marital vow, you substitute your young employee's name.
Yeah.
It immediately looks suspect.
Even if it was just meant as, a band shout-out.
Even then, because of the song's history, the implication that, fair or not, was instant disrespect to his wife right there on stage.
And then came the accelerant, the thing that really locked it in. Baugh herself posted a clip.
Ugh, yes. The digital receipt. September 27th, she posts the video to her Instagram and TikTok.
Which, okay, maybe fine on its own, but the caption.
The caption. That was the killer. Did he just say that, the wide eyes emoji and everything?
It just screams, look at this, doesn't it? It took a fleeting moment and turned it into, Exhibit A.
Exactly. She basically framed it herself,
Yeah.
invited the speculation, and once it's online, you can't take it back. It's permanent.
And the timing was just brutal. She posted this on September 27th, probably feeling pretty good about the shout-out, right?
Yeah, you'd think so. But then, just 2 or 3 days later, September 29th, 30th, boom, news breaks.
Nicole Kidman files for divorce after 19 years.
Catastrophic timing for the optics. Suddenly, the public connects those dots instantly.
That cheeky post isn't cheeky anymore. It's seen as evidence.
Proof of an affair, people thought. A disgusting taunt aimed right at Nicole. The narrative was set almost immediately.
And then silence. For a while, anyway.
Yeah, for about 3 weeks, it was just this intense, unchecked speculation online. A total narrative vacuum.
Fans, especially Nicole supporters, were furious, calling it gross, disgusting, labeling Baugh a homewrecker.
And neither Urban nor Baugh said anything definitive to counter it. Which, just let the fire burn hotter.
Until Alexandra stepped in. That was the surprising part.
Right. The intervention didn't come from Urban's camp or Baugh directly. It came from this third party, fellow country singer Alexandra.
And she's not just some random person. She's established, a good friend of Baugh's, has millions of followers herself.
Her credibility was key, and how she did it was very smart PR.
Instead of just a tweet or an Instagram story.
Exactly. No reactive social media post. She gave a formal interview to Taste of Country, a proper news outlet.
Which gives it more weight, doesn't it? Makes it seem less like spin.
Totally. And because it was the first clear denial, major outlets like People, Hello, Magazine, they all picked up her exact quote. The rumors were absolutely not true. That became the headline.
But, was it just a friend sticking up for her pal, or was this more calculated, a PR move?
Well, that's the beauty of it, isn't it? It probably functions as both. She played it perfectly.
How so?
She didn't just issue a blanket denial. She gave specifics. She provided corroboration.
Ah, right. She said that thing about Baugh's boyfriend.
Exactly. Quote, I've met her boyfriend and she's very happy.
That's powerful. It reframes Bao immediately.
Takes her from potential mistress to woman in a committed relationship with someone else entirely. Someone later identified as her lighting designer, Cameron Coley. It was a specific alibi, much stronger than just saying they're friends.
And she also used that personal angle, the empathy thing.
Yeah, the empathy gambit, as we call it. She said she was heartbroken for them, framed it as personal loyalty.
And mentioned her own divorce.
Right. Her own public divorce in 2023, saying she knows what it feels like to be under scrutiny, even if this was maybe times 10 for Urban.
So that positions her not as some hired gun, but as a friend acting out of genuine concern. It's quite effective.
Very. It helped insulate Bao, shifting the focus. Now, compare that to how Urban and Bao themselves handled it.
Yeah, Urban's response felt messy. He kind of had two different messages.
He did. Publicly, on stage, he was defiant, told the crowd, stop reading us into it, basically blaming the audience.
Which doesn't really help Bao much, does it? It's more about protecting his own image.
Pretty much. It didn't work well. Then, privately, reports surfaced of a stronger denial, saying the relationship was strictly professional. He respects her and her family, blaming the rumors on the divorce timing.
Okay, that's a bit better, but it wasn't a loud public defense of her.
No. And Bao herself, she was pretty much stuck.
Right. As an employee, she probably couldn't say much publicly, had to stay mum on the rumors.
Which made Kay's intervention even more vital. But it also highlights how risky that initial Instagram post was, because she couldn't easily clarify it later.
And her only real public response was that song teaser, right? The Devil Win.
Yeah, talk about high risk. The lyrics, tempting as it is, I won't let the devil win, talking about the burning edge.
Oof. Even if meant as a denial, using words like tempting and devil.
Super ambiguous. A lot of fans took it the wrong way, like she was confirming there was temptation, confirming the struggle. It kind of backfired and refueled the fire Kay tried to put out.
So you have Kay's strategic denial, Urban's mixed messages, Bao's risky song teaser. But what actually stopped the bleeding?
Well, this is where actions speak louder than words. The operational response from the tour itself.
What did they do?
They moved quickly to de-escalate, operationally. First big sign. Maggie Baugh was noticeably absent from the first show after the divorce news broke in Hershey, Pennsylvania.
Okay, so they pulled her off stage for that one.
Seems like it. And even more significantly, they completely removed the fighter from the set list.
The song itself. Wow.
Yep. The very song that started the whole Firestorm. Gone. That's a huge statement.
It directly contradicts Urban telling people to stop reading Says Into It, doesn't it?
Absolutely. Pulling the person and pulling the song are classic crisis management 101. It shows they recognized it was a real problem. Regardless of public statements, it required actual changes to the show.
And wasn't there something about the Nashville show, too?
Yes, the big homecoming concert in Nashville. High profile, tons of media attention guaranteed. Bao was scheduled to miss that one, too.
What was the official reason?
A scheduling conflict. Apparently, she was headlining her own show elsewhere. Which might be true, but
The timing is very convenient.
extremely. It functions as a perfect strategic retreat. It gets her out of the spotlight at the most sensitive location without having to publicly fire her or make a big deal of it. Smart operational move.
Okay, so let's boil this down. What are the key takeaways here for anyone watching a celebrity crisis unfold?
Right, 3 main things stand out, I think. First, the power of that surrogate denial.
Alexandra Kay stepping in.
Exactly. Her combo of the empathy gambit, using her own story, and the specific alibi, mentioning the boyfriend, was way more convincing than any official press release probably could have been.
Okay, makes sense. What's number 2?
The danger of cheeky social media. Bao's post is the perfect example.
The unforced error.
Totally. What seemed fun or maybe a bit edgy one day became damning evidence the next, just because the context shifted overnight. And digital stuff is forever. That receipt doesn't vanish.
Yeah, that's a tough lesson. And the third takeaway.
The ultimate denial wasn't words, it was action. Removing Bao from that first show, pulling the fighter from the set list entirely.
That spoke volumes.
It really did. It showed that behind the scenes, they knew it was serious and took concrete steps. PR manages the story, but operations have to fix the underlying issue, or at least manage the optics of it.
So it leaves you wondering, doesn't it? In this age where everything's documented online, what actually sways public opinion more? Is it the carefully crafted denial from the star?
Or is it the quiet behind-the-scenes cleanup by the tour managers, the operational changes that tell a different story? Something to think about next time a scandal like this breaks.
Definitely something to chew on.
You've been listening to Starscope Report. where we uncover the stories shaping Hollywood, music, and pop culture. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you next time.